fellow chalkin' friends. Happy Sunday night chalkin'. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to give you all a few minutes to arrive. I know it's been a few nights. Oh my goodness, we need to stop this habit of not seeing each other every night. I get so lonely. Oh my goodness, I get lonely. So hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Oops, pushing the wrong buttons. Hello, I'm Macon Maria, your independent Chalk Couture designer. Welcome to Sunday Night Chalkin'. Hello, Miss Terry. We are going to have some fun on the new Sylvie tonight. I'm just going to give it a few minutes for other people to get here. So if while you're hanging out and joining us, if you could hit that share button, I greatly appreciate it when you do that. Helps me tremendously when you do that. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. 5 million more times, thank you. So I am Macon Maria. I'm an independent Chalk Couture designer. And what that means is I am part of a fabulous, fabulous company that makes amazing products that make crafting simple, easy, and fun, and give you the opportunity to create something gorgeous for your home or as a gift, and really do it with as little pain as possible. So what is Chalk Couture? We are a company that is chalking the halls, walls, accents, and accessories of homes across America. We were created to be designed, loved, and repeated for every season and any reason. We bring easy, high-end DIY home decor directly to you. And we do that by offering reusable adhesive silkscreen transfers, Chalkology paste, which is semi-permanent, Couture ink, which is permanent when heat set, surfaces that you can create on, and accessories to make it fun, and it's super, super easy, stress-free fun. That's really all it is. Easy, stress-free, fun. Hello, Carol. Hello, Linda. Welcome to our Chalkin' Party. So tonight we are going to create on a new board. It's one of the new boards that came out with the new catalog release, and it is the Sylvie. I like this board. She comes in 2 different colors. She comes with a black board and she comes with a white board, and she comes in all kinds of different sizes, which is why I like her. She's super versatile. She's not super expensive. This is a $25 chalkboard, but it's a reusable one. So it gives you that opportunity to create something, and then when you get tired of it or it's past that season, you can wash it off and reuse that surface for the next adventure in the Chalk Couture world. So let's talk about Miss Sylvie. Let me show you her. Miss Sylvie, oops, I should take these guys off. This is a 9x12 chalkboard. It is a white chalkboard. Love the white chalkboards. So thankful that we came out with white chalkboards, because I'm a white surface person. I prefer the white surfaces versus the black ones, although I do have to say I have a lot of black ones too. But my personal preference is for the whiteboard. So this is an actual chalkboard, so you can use chalk right on it, the Chalkology paste, and it washes clean when you want to change it. But what I find is most people don't change their designs. Most people create something and they love it, and then they don't want to change the board. But that is not the original premise of the company. The original premise of the company was you'd buy a chalkboard and then seasonally you would change it so that you'd only have to have one chalkboard in your house. But as many of you and I know, we have a lot of chalkboards in our house because we love to do this, and it's fun, and it makes great gifts, and it's just a very, very nice, fun thing. So this chalkboard has some very natural distressing. You'll see it's been, you know, like sanded so that you have that little more rustic look to it. But if you don't like the distressing, you could totally paint it too. And if you don't want the frame to be black, you could totally paint it. It's a very nice wood. It is a wood frame. She does have 2 hangers, one that goes in each direction, so you do want to be conscious of that when you are chalking on your surface as to which side is your top, so that you don't chalk upside down and then you have the dilemma of, uh-oh, my hanger is in the wrong size or on the wrong place. But she's a nice size that she would lean very nicely on a bookshelf or on an easel. She's not so ginormous that you have this, you know, big huge commitment of a sign in your house. But the sign that we are going to make this evening is family. It's not an unimportant thing, it is everything. And we're going to do some fun things on our little friend Sylvie with some fun colors. Some of the new ones, actually all the new ones I pulled out. This is Sage curry and papaya, which is kind of a rusty orange color, which is not such a bright orange. And then we're going to use Old Faithful Storm. I think it's a lot of colors for a little board. So we may end up, you know, not doing quite as many colors. But what I was thinking was, this transfer has some really pretty leaves, that we would do the leaves in sage. Now what I love about this new color, don't open your chalks over your project because you get the dried up chalk that falls off. What I love about this color is it's a very nice muted green. It's and I would say this sage color was really popular for a long time in home decor. And you know, I think you kind of stick to the colors that were popular when you decorated your first house. And this is one of those colors for me. Black and white, sage, blue. Remember that country blue color? Those are kind of the colors I have always stuck with. So this is a really pretty pale, pale green. And then we have Miss Curry. Curry is new to chalk. We've had curry in ink, but this is a gorgeous harvest gold color. So for those of you that decorated your homes in the 50s and 60s, right? 60s was harvest gold. This is a really pretty fall color. We're going to make some beautiful things with this color. And then we have good old papaya. And we need to add some water to this one. Papaya is just a very nice rusty orange, and this is the color in my kitchen. So I'm going to probably accent with this color, or use more of this color, because this is the color in my kitchen. And then we got good old Storm. I was going to do black, but I was thinking maybe black would be too stark. Hey Janine, welcome to our chalking party. Hey Carol, hey Debbie. Linda, Terry, hello everybody, welcome. And then we have Storm. Storm is a Old Faithful workhorse for me. It's a very nice kind of gunmetal gray. I like this color, use this color often because I like it because it's a little more subtle. It's not so stark as the black and the white, although you could totally do black with this one too. So just giving my Storm a little drink of water. That's what you do when you're stirring them and they seem a little resistant to stirring. You want them to be a yogurt sour cream consistency. So I have them all lined up next to me. I am going to set their covers at an angle on them so that they don't dry out. So this is what I do. This is my normal chalking process when I'm getting ready to create a project. I think through where I want to put my colors on my project. I get my chalk paste all stirred and ready to go before I've ever done anything. And I do that because especially with this transfer, this is a small transfer, smaller I guess I should say, for using this many colors. This is a B size transfer. And the company categorizes its transfers A, B, C, D, and E. And the letter that coordinates with the size of the transfer tells you the size. And a B size transfer is always 8.5 by 11, 99% of the time. So it kind of helps you with, you know, what surface do you want to put it on, what frame are you going to use, what board are you going to use. It's kind of a nice way to know, okay, this is the size project I want to make. Now, what size transfer goes in it? Well, then if you know, like this is 9 by 12, 8 by 11, 8.5 by 11 fits on there. So you know you could do on a 9 by 12, you could do an A size, which is 5 by 7, or a B size. An A size would look, grab one here, would just give you more white space. Sorry, you got the glare. Would just give you more white space. So on this particular size board, you can do, you know, either of these two sizes. A C size transfer is not going to fit unless it's pieces and then you're creating something. So for example, if you're doing a vintage truck and you're doing different pieces, a vintage truck is an E size transfer, not the truck itself, but the add-ons. And that's because it's all kinds of different pieces. So then you're cutting them apart and creating things with them. So somewhat depends on, you know, the transfer. Now I've got dried up chalk on my board, so I'm just going to take that off. And I'm going to apply my transfer. So I have all my chalks all stirred, ready to go. I've thought through a little bit, but I'm going to continue to do that and verbalize that for you. My plan on how I'm going to put the colors on my beautiful transfer. And I've got my squeegees in front of me. And because this transfer has a lot of intricate little, you know, detailing that I'm going to want to do different colors in, I am going to rely heavily on my multi-purpose tool. My multi-purpose tool is designed with two distinct ends to it. Here, let me get this off so you can kind of see it. It has a curved end and a straight end. The curved end is made so that you can put it in your chalk and it goes all the way around your chalk container and it cleans all that gunk out. That's what this curved end is for. This end is a squeegee, and it works very nicely because it works like a pencil and it's small to get into little areas that you need help with, but you don't want to try to get a big squeegee into a small area. So the multi-purpose tool is a very, very nice tool to have because it's multi-purpose. Hence its name. Isn't that creative and original? Oh my goodness, yes it is. Okay, so that's the multi-purpose tool. So we're going to rely heavily on that, I think, because I do want to get some nice detailing in here with some different colors. Then there's the mini squeegee, which is smaller than the small squeegee. The mini squeegee is, you know, I would say 2 of the tips of the multi-purpose tool. So when you've got a little bit bigger, but not quite, again, you know, this is a big surface to try to get in here. Now you can do it, and you only really need 1 squeegee in the beginning so that you kind of get used to it. But it's like every job. If you have different tools, it makes the job easier. But you don't need to buy every single squeegee right out of the gate. You just need to pick one and go with it. Many, many people start with the small squeegee. This is the most popular squeegee that we use, is the small. And you can cut it. So we did not used to have mini squeegees, so I have lots of small squeegees that I've cut up into little tiny pieces to get into little tiny areas. So there's some versatility with them. They're nice, but you don't need every single squeegee right out of the gate because they are an investment. This is a $5 squeegee. This is a $2 squeegee when you buy them, but they come in packs of 12. You don't need 12 of them, but there's no way for you to buy them less than 12. So when you buy things like bundles, or if I'm sending you things, that's why I'm always sending you a mini squeegee, because you can't buy them. And this is a nice size to have because it's pretty versatile. So I'm rambling. So let's get to chalking, ladies. So this is a really pretty, kind of fun little transfer that I'm kind of in love with. I had a great weekend with my family, so I'm thinking family and all ushy-gushy when it comes to family, so this will be good. So what I first start with is I take my transfer and I flip it over to the back. So your transfer is the adhesive silkscreen, and the teal part of it is your transfer. It is attached to a backer sheet. Your backer sheet has 2 sides to it. It has a shiny side and it has a flat side. The flat side is the back, and you write on there the name of your transfer. And you do that for 2 reasons. The first reason you do that is you want to know which side is the back, so that after you've washed your transfer, because it's reusable, you can use it over and over and over again. You want to make sure you get it back on the proper side of your backer sheet. If you put it on the wrong side, it will stick to it and it's not going to come off eventually over time. So that's why you want to make sure you get it back on the correct side. That's number 1 reason you do it. And the number 2 reason you do it is you want to make sure you put the right transfer on the proper backer sheet. Now when they're the 8.5 by 11s and you've not cut it and you've not done anything to it, you can just write back on it because they're all the same size, it doesn't matter. But it's when you get into transfers that have, use this one as our example, have pieces to them, where you're cutting them into, I mean this has little tiny pieces to it. You want to know which piece goes on which little tiny backer sheet that you've cut up. So that's why you put the name. So you lay your transfer face down and you very carefully pull your backer sheet off of your transfer. Now my sticky side is facing up and it's very sticky. Okay? I want to do a step called fuzzing. Fuzzing is super easy. It's a fancy name for putting some lint on the adhesive. So I take my little, this is a Chalk Couture fuzzing towel, but you can use a towel, your t-shirt, your bathrobe, your blue jeans, and you just stick it to the towel, okay? So now my sticky side is stuck to my towel. And I'm going to pick up, my towel has seen, my towel is well loved, but you're going to pull up the lint, and that will make it not as sticky. It softens your adhesive. Now, why the heck do you want to soften your adhesive? Well, you want to do that because it makes your transfer last longer. And because you can use these transfers over and over again, you want them to last you a very long time. Because you will find, once you own them, like, oh, I could put this on that, or oh, I could put that on that, or oh, this would make a really nice gift for so-and-so, or oh my gosh, I'm going to a dinner party and I don't have a hostess gift. I need to whip something up. Oh, I have that really cute thing in the basement, or your craft room, or wherever you are. So the fact that they are reusable is lovely. So I'm fuzzing this way more than I need to because I've been yapping and not paying attention to the fact that it's time to put it down. You don't need to fuzz it that much, especially because you're putting it on an actual Chalk Couture surface. You don't have to chalk on Chalk Couture surfaces. You could pretty much chalk on anything you want to. So I'm just spacing it and lining it up, making sure that I'm straight, that I have proper spacing on the top and the bottom and on the sides. Now what I'm going to do is I need to get the air bubbles out of my silk screen. So I start in the middle and I just push out. And then I just go over. Now I am not worried if this corner is stuck down. I'm worried about around my silk screen lines. So where the white is, that's where I'm going to be chalking. I'm not worried about all of this. So I'm not, worried about pushing all this down. I'm just really worried about getting, especially like in here, where I have these little tiny letters. You really want to make sure I'm pushing that down. Now this transfer has some very natural distressing right to it. So it has that distressing so that it's going to look distressed. So when you pull off your transfer, again, make sure your topper is on the top so you're not chalking upside down. I checked that several times because, as you all know me, I am very known. I have a reputation, a little bit, of chalking upside down. So don't do that. Chalk properly. Check your top. So you just want to make sure that your stuff is good to go. All right, I'm rambling. I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to chalk. So what I want to do is I'm thinking these pretty leaves will be green. My family is going to be our papaya because this is the color that's in my kitchen, so that's the color I want to be the most predominant. And then I'm going to do is not unimportant thing, I believe, in curry, which is another color in my kitchen. It's everything back in the papaya. And then these cute little doohickeys I'm going to do in the storm. That's my plan, unless you ladies have a strong opinion that I should do it in a different order. So while you guys are telling me if you have a strong opinion that I should do it in a different order, if you could please send my video out into the world, I'd greatly, greatly appreciate it. It helps me tremendously when you do that. If you want to see these products, where you would see them would be, you would go to www.chalkcouture.com/MakeItMaria. You can see everything that I'm using right there. The chalkboard is called the Sylvie. The transfer is called Family is Everything. The chalk pastes are all there. The squeegees are there. You can see it all. But that's where you see things that I'm using, is www.chalkcouture.com/MakeItMaria. You can also message me. If you go to the website, you're actually ordering directly from the company. Many of these things I have in stock, so especially if you're local to me, just message me and I probably have them, and then you can just get them faster. The Making Maria VIP group is where we do specials and deals. We play games. I show examples of things that I don't show out here. Stuff like that. So if you're not currently in the Making Maria VIP group, you want to get in that group, and you can either comment, add me, or you can just put in your search bar, Making Maria VIP group, and request to join. And if you do that, then you will be able to see everything that we do in that group. And you want to be in there, especially tomorrow, because on Mondays we do Make It Monday. And on Make It Monday we do a package deal where the project that I make, I bundle together. And then you guys can purchase those products and make the project at home. So you want to be in the Making Maria VIP group so you can see those bundles. I don't put them out here, I only put them in there. I think that's it for so far. Whew. That's a lot. Okay, so nobody has said, oh my gosh, I hate those colors. So, oh, Sherry's not here tonight. Oh, poor Sherry. Everybody, we all need to say a little prayer for Sherry today. She moved her daughter away out of state. So, I'm feeling bad for her. It's hard when they go away. I know, I'm getting ready to pack up my son, but it's hard when they grow up and off they go, right? Okay, so I'm all stuck down and I'm ready to go. Now I'm going to change colors multiple times and do all kinds of crazy things with this one. And I do not want my chalk to dry. If my chalk dries on my silk screen, it is not the end of the world because this is a chalkboard. I can wash it off and do it again. But I would prefer to not have to do that, right? I want to do it once. But if it happens, you know, this is no stress crafting, right? No stress. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a technique called paste and pull, okay? So I'm going to apply paste in sections, and then I'm going to keep pulling the transfer off as I go. That prevents it, gives me a little more time to drying versus trying to do this entire thing in 4 colors. Odds are that my paste would dry. If my paste dries, what happens is when I go to pull my silk screen transfer up, the paste sticks to the transfer, so I'm going to have this very funky looking board because it won't have paste everywhere. The paste pulls out because it sticks to the silk screen. So that's why time is of the essence when you're chalking. That's why in my mind I have all my colors thought out, stirred, and ready to go before I have ever put chalk on my project. So I am ready to go. So I'm going to start with the sage, and the only place I'm doing sage is this banner. I think maybe we might come back to this banner down here too, but I'm really only planning on doing this one up here. So I take my multi-purpose tool, my chalk is all stirred up, and I'm just going to start. I hold my tool up straight up and down, and I just go right across. Now I do not want to get into the family because that I'm going to do in a different color. So I'm going to pay a lot of attention to where I'm going, because you know me, I start yapping and then the next thing you know I have a color in a place I did not want it. So there's some tricks that you can do to prevent that from happening to yourself. What you can do is you can put painter's tape down, which is probably what I should have done because I have not chalked in a few days and I haven't talked to you guys, so I'm feeling very yappy tonight, which means I'm not going to pay as much of attention as I should. So maybe the next step we do, I will put the painter's tape down. But I'm just very carefully cutting into all these little lines and getting them the colors I want. Then what I'm going to do is I am going to pull up the transfer, and then that prevents that paste from drying in the transfer. And then I can just lay the transfer back down and continue to go. So I'm just getting it in here. So if you're commenting, I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention at the moment because I need to get this done before it dries. So I'm just going right along the line. And I did get a little bit in that Y. A little bit of the green. These guys are close together, so you got to be conscious of that. Okay. Now any big globs I want to smooth out because I will see them when I go to pull it up. I'm also, as long as I'm at this, I'm going to do this little guy up here that I wanted that in Storm, because that way I can pull the whole thing and be done with this top part with the exception of Family. So now what I do, I just very carefully start it in the corner and I pull it from the middle, and I'm going to have the beginning of our design, just like that. Now right up here is where, I think you can see that, is where I got the color I didn't want. So I am just simply going to take it off with my fingernail. That's how, you know, fancy this is, right? It's a chalkboard. You know, you want to be careful you don't scratch it too much, but I can take that color right off. I don't even have to get water on my transfer to do that. Now I'm holding this up, and I'm holding it up because I got it in a few other little places now that I'm noticing. I don't want to lay it down on this part Because if I lay it down on that part, this has wet chalk on it, and then it goes through the silk screen, and I end up with a color where I didn't want it. Okay, so now I'm just going to lay it back down, just like that. And I'm just going to push back down my family. I'm only going to push the family. I don't need to push the rest of it down because I've already chalked that part. And again, if you look inside the family, you're going to see all those little green dots and things. That is natural distressing. So it's where there's green, you won't see chalk. So it's kind of fun. Gives you a little fun. Okay, so I'm now ready to go with my papaya. So I'm going to dip in my squeegee, and I'm just going to do family. That's all I'm going to do, and then I'm going to pull it up again. Because again, I'm going to switch colors. Now I should have used a bigger squeegee. In fact, I'm going to switch to a bigger squeegee. I switched to my mini squeegee just because the bigger the squeegee, sometimes the easier it is to go along a line because it just covers more. It's not rocket science, right, ladies? It just covers more. And gentlemen, I have to stop saying ladies. We have several gentlemen, regular watchers, so I'm sorry, you guys. I know you're out there. I'm not trying to ignore you. Okay, so I'm just going across with my family. Again, smoothing out my lines because I don't want any lines. If I have a line, I'm going to see it. So now I just pull my family off. And voila, now we have family. Oh, this is going to be so sweet when it's done. Look how cute that is, our little family. Okay, so now I'm going to put it back down. And I'm going to just push down is not. Now this is where I'm going to get my little lines, make sure all my little lines are back down. I've got my is not back down because I've pushed air, right? So when I pull it up, sometimes you get air. So you just kind of go back over it with your finger. Make sure that you don't have any air in there. And now we're going to move to curry. I'm going to get a wipe because I need to start washing off my squeegees. Especially when you don't have a lot of squeegees, you got to kind of wash them off in between. So you just have a wipe handy and you just give them a little wipe down. And I think we're going to do this with the mini squeegee because we're doing this whole section in curry. Okay, so I've got my squeegee all wiped off. And there's two parts to your squeegee, or two sides to your squeegee. There's this angled section and then the flat. The angle part is the front of your squeegee and the back, the straight line is your back. So you dip the angle in your chalk. So I just dip it right in. This is dip and go. And I put a good amount of paste right on there because I'm just going to squeegee it off. So I'm not super worried about, putting too much paste down because I'm going to squeegee it off. So I'm an over paster. I always have been. Because it takes longer when you use less paste. So you have more of a drying tendency when you use less paste. So don't be afraid of putting paste down. Just know that you got to squeegee it off. And if you have lines, you're going to see them. So you just want to make sure that you smooth out any lines that you may have as you're squeegeeing. The smaller your squeegee on a big surface, the more lines you have. This color, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say it out loud, but I'm going to anyways because y'all this color looks like baby poop to me. But it's a beautiful color when it's done. But yeah, it totally has that appearance. Okay, so now I'm just going to do right along my line here with my storm. Because again, I'm incorporating 4 colors. Now you could totally, this sign would be beautiful in just one. You don't have to do it in this many colors, but I was feeling the missing of chalk because I haven't chalked in a few days. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to see some of these new colors in action. Okay, so I squeegee it all off. I put my excess right back in my container. And then I pull again. I'm just going to pull it to the end. Oh, this is going to be so sweet. Oh my goodness, check it out. Check it out. Oh, this is pretty. Oh my. Okay, Okay, so now I just lay it back down gently. And now I got a little air bubble here because again I pulled it. So I just push that part down. I don't push any of the rest of it down. Just that part. This part again we're going to do in papaya, and this part we're going to do in storm. So I'm done with curry. So I can set it aside and again lean my top on it. We're done. I don't know, maybe we shouldn't be done with sage though. We gotta think through sage. Should we do the banner? Maybe we should do, because we did the banner on this one in sage, maybe we should do the banner on this one in sage. To kind of keep it here. I think we should, yeah, let's do that. Alright, I lied. We're not, this isn't gonna be quite as easy. What the heck, right? Go big or go home. If we don't like it, we wash it off. That's the beauty of chalk. Alright, so I'm gonna do my banner, just like I did it the last time, where I'm just going to get in here because this is a tight space. So I'm just doing the banner line. I don't want to do this bottom line because the bottom line I'm going to do in storm, along with these really pretty swirly things. So I'm just going to go right along my line, get some paste in there. And just get that all smoothed out. Do the same thing up here. Trying not to get it in my everything. This is a really pretty transfer. I spent the whole weekend with my family, which was lovely. We don't usually get together like this anymore. You know, everybody's all grown up and have families and busy, and we had a really nice time. Okay, I'm gonna pull. Actually, we can do everything really fast, can't we? We're gonna do everything super fast, and then I'm not gonna pull. I probably should pull. I'm gonna regret this decision. I can feel it. So be on the edge of your seats, ladies, because, yeah, no, we're pulling. Never mind. Don't be on the edge of your seat. Whew, relax. Carol said she would do the banners the same. I agree, Carol. Thank you. Okay, so I'm pulling it off again, and that's a good thing I did, because again, I got chalk where I didn't want it. So I am just going to get it off. It's still wet, so it's really easy to get off. There we go. Okay, so now we have another cute little banner on the bottom. And I'm just going to lay it back down and go back over everything. Being careful not to stick my finger in my wet paste, because then I will just smear my paste right into the silk screen, and I don't want to do that. Okay. I think we're golden. It was my daughter's 11th birthday this weekend, so she got to go to her happy place. We went up north to my dad's, and she got to go fishing and had so much fun. She got ice cream cake. It was one of those magical weekends that you know you don't ever want to end because your kids are having so much fun, and I'm sitting there several times and I'm thinking, eek, don't drop your squeegee. That's not what I was thinking. I was thinking, this is what being a kid is all about, right? Fishing and swimming and being doted on. And my family, my sister and my brother, they came with full birthday game on, you know. When you're 11, you know, your birthday's a big deal. And they whooped it up for her, which was really sweet. They take good care of my kids. I'm very lucky. Okay, so I'm just going to squeegee across, get my lines straight. Or, I'm sorry, smooth, not straight. And I got enough time to do my storm line too. So I'm just going to do this one in storm, because again, this one's just another quick swoop. And we are going to be done. This cute little sign. And every time I look at this sign, I'm going to think about this amazing weekend I've had. And I hope my daughter remembers it forever. I think she will. Canada. Voila. Oh, this is so cute. Oh my gosh, did you notice how my voice gets really high when I do that? Okay, so family. So you can see the storm, the papaya, the curry, the sage. Family is not an important thing. It's everything. This is super cute. Okay, so I love the colors we did it in. I think it turned out super, even better than I thought it was going to. Hey, Melissa, welcome to our Chalk and Party from Canada. It's really late in Canada, Melissa. Shouldn't you be sleeping? Don't you have little people? All right, so this is our super cute little sign. This is the Sylvie. Thanks, Carol. Yeah, thank you, Carol. This was an easy one, even though you did all the different colors. It's just really about, and you can tell, like here, you know, I got a little bit of the curry in the green. But that, to me, that's just what makes it a Maria original. It's not going to be perfect. Anything I do is not going to be perfect. That's just who I am. I am a very imperfect human, right? But I do my best, and I am just me. And I have an amazing support system, and many of you right here watching me. My family watches me as well, so thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm Making Maria. I'm your independent Chalk Couture designer. I will be back at you tomorrow night. It's Make It Monday, and on Make It Monday, we make a fun little project. And tomorrow, we're making a fun project for adults as well as children. It's something that children like to do and adults like to do, and it's something that anyone can use. It's a great gift. So, aw, thanks, Melissa. Oh my goodness, that made my day. Melissa said I'm worth it to stay up late. Wow. Now I'm gonna cry. Thanks, Melissa. That's really sweet of you. Anyway, now I'm gonna get all weepy on you because I'm already weepy from being with my family all weekend, but whatever. I'm gonna be a big girl and pull out my big girl panties and no weeping. But anyway, I'm totally rambling. So tomorrow night's Make It Monday. We're gonna make a fun project. And then that group will be in the Making Maria VIP group. Have you guys seen, did I post the sneak peek of the Club Couture? I think I did that in the VIP group. The monthly Club Couture transfer is out for August. I don't have it yet, which means none of you have it yet either. But it is adorable. It is this, I'm not gonna tell you. It's adorable. I'll leave it at that. I'll post a picture later. But Club Couture is a monthly subscription service where for $19.99 a month, you get this guaranteed little bit of happiness delivered to your mailbox. And it's a B-size transfer, so it's one of these. It's 3 paste packets, so you get 3 colors to create with that coordinate with your transfer. Sometimes they're whimsical, sometimes they're seasonal, sometimes they're a piece of home decor. I would say this month's is, I'd put it more on the whimsical side. Oh, Melissa says it's adorable. She can't wait to get it. I bet in Canada it takes you longer to get it, doesn't it? I won't get mine probably till Tuesday, but it's adorable. And I'm looking forward to making it for some of the little men in my life. And I think it really coordinates with the transfer that has the sunglasses, the Hello Summer, which was a Club Couture a few months back. Hey, Cheryl, we were talking about you. How you doing? Oh, thinking about you today. Big move today. Are you home or are you gone? Did you move her and come back, or are you still gone? But we were thinking about you. We want you to know that all of your chalking friends were thinking about you in your packing up endeavor. So, again, I'm rambling. Welcome, Cheryl. No, we're thinking about you. And I'm going to stop rambling. I'm Making Maria. I'm your independent Chalk Couture designer. Family is not just an important thing, it's everything, is our beautiful project on the Sylvie board this evening. So, Club Couture, that's what I was talking about. If you're interested in the club, let me know. I'm happy to send you a link. And that way you can see the details about, how you sign up. But it's $19.99 a month, it's free shipping, and you get a B-size transfer and 3 paste packets every month. It's awesome. Because then you don't have to think about it. You get something fun to create with. They usually, there's enough of them out there that you can pull pieces and do different things with different ones, and it's a fun way and an inexpensive way to play with the product if you've never played with it before. Oh, it was a sad day, many tears shed, but yes, I'm home. We moved her yesterday. Oh. Well, you're just going to have to hang out with us more now. We're just going to have to get together and chalk more, because, you know, we'll try to help you fill that hole while you get adjusted to your new normal with having her gone. But I'm warming up to this, right? Because I'm packing up my son in 3 weeks, and he gave me the list today of everything he needs, and I looked at him and I said, "You mean everything you need? You need to go shopping." Like, because I've been asking you for this for 3 months. I had gone shopping 3 months ago. So, here's your list. Here's Target. Go shopping. I'm a very mean mom. You can count on that. Oh, good, Cheryl. We know we can count on that. All right, I'm hanging up. See y'all. Have a lovely, lovely Sunday night. Go Monday, right? Tackle that week with a great smile and some fun, and know we're going to have a cute little project tomorrow night. Can't touch this. Do, do, do. I keep singing that song in my head every time I think about that. That's a little hint about what we're doing. See ya, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Making Maria. I'm your independent Chalk Couture designer. Have a lovely night.